or well, there's a Fibonacci right under this pivot point, so I'll just wait until that pivot point is hit. Well, the MACD just crossed, so I'll just wait for the stochastics to cross too, because that'll really give me confirmation that this trade is a loser. And as you can guess, it went well in the demo count. Again, I was a demo count king. I was the man in my little demo world. And I started trading live once again, and I blew money for the second time. He said it kills. He said he's reminding me of every nightmare I've had. Yeah, it's no lie. When we tell you guys that we've been through the same struggles as you are, we are not playing around. And I think it's what allowed us to be really good teachers, because we know exactly what you're going through. So at that point, I failed for the second time, and I'm not a guy that's really used to, like, I don't handle failure well. I don't like failing. I like to win, just from my competitive nature. So it really bothered me, but I didn't want to quit. And I told myself I was going to never give up. I wanted out of my situation. I was bad for, I was tired of cleaning toilets at night. I was tired of these little preschool kids throwing up and the teachers not taking care of it. I just wanted out of my situation, and I didn't have another way out. So I said, Akil, you're not going to give up. You haven't lost at anything you've done in life, and I don't say that in a cocky or arrogant way. Just again, I'm one of those people that I'm just going to keep trying at it until it works, and I'll find a way. There's a way to win. There's always a way to win at whatever you do. The problem is just too many people give up before they have a chance to find out what that way is. So I considered these two step backs a learning lesson, excuse me, and I was persistent, and I was determined to get better. So finally, I said enough was enough. I talked to a few of you guys in the after-hours session yesterday about this, but I made a deadline for myself. I made a goal for how much I need to start an account. I said I'm going to work, in order to reach this goal, I need to work this many more days, this many more months. And I told myself, after I did the math, I said on this day, I think it was like April 1st, I said on April 1st, I'm going to quit my jobs. And I don't recommend doing this. This is probably the stupidest thing I've ever done. So if you're out there thinking about quitting your jobs to become a trader, don't do it. Yeah, jobs. Well, I kept one. I kept one. um, I quit my jobs, as Jason's making fun of me, and I decided that, you know what, I'm going to become 100% dedicated to learning to trade the right way. And what I did was I gave myself a timeline, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna focus all day, all night on trading, and I'm gonna give myself this much time to learn. And if I dedicate myself 100% to it, I can't lose. Again, I'm a confident person in my ability. I just usually get sidetracked because I'm bouncing all over the place between different things. So I quit my job. I told my boss, and yeah, they laughed at me a little bit. And I told them, "You're going to be a what?" So I'm going to be a trader. But it is what it is. And I decided to really get focused on learning the right way. And so I identified what needed to be fixed. And this is when I hooked up with a mentor. I said, the only way I'm going to get better is if I check my pride out the door, at the door, and I find a mentor and someone to help me. I need help. I need someone that's going to identify what needs to be fixed. I need someone that's going to help me create a plan on how I can fix it. Most importantly, I need someone that's going to provide support for when trading gets difficult. And I know someone that, I need to find someone that's going to show me how a successful trader handles himself. This is the only way I'm going to get better. I'm going to be in the same circle I was before. And probably the most important part of that was the psychology. So I found that mentor. He put me on the right track, and I finally entered that conscious competence stage. And that's when I learned about back testing, having a trading plan. So I had a strict plan. I had rules of engagement. I started